If you're worried about tenderness above your belly button, that soft spot you found and your stomach dropped, take a guess right now. Is that just normal stretching, or are your abs already pulling apart? Hold that answer, because one 10-second test tells you exactly what's happening. That test comes up shortly, but first, why the reassurance that it's just stretching is exactly what sets you up to fail. Because if it is diastasis recti and you wait until after delivery, the recovery you're counting on becomes months of a belly that won't flatten and a back that won't stop aching. You found that soft spot, maybe lying in bed, maybe pulling on a shirt. Your fingers pressed in and something gave way where solid muscle should have been. Your first thought was probably stretching. That's what everyone says. The apps, the forums, the other moms, all pointing to the same word, normal. But here's what that word hides. Stretching describes what your skin does, not what happens when the two halves of your rectus abdominis, your six-pack muscle, begin pulling apart. That separation is called diastasis recti, which just means your midline tissue is thinning and widening as your abs drift sideways. Up to 2/3 of pregnant women develop some degree of this, and for about a third, it's still there a full year after delivery. And that tenderness? That's not skin stretching. That's connective tissue under load, being asked to hold what your muscles used to carry and losing. So the question isn't whether this is normal, it's whether it's already happening, and whether the reassurance you've been handed is keeping you from acting while you still can. Here's how you find out. Lie on your back, knees bent, feet flat. Lift your head and shoulders slightly, like the start of a crunch. Press 2 fingers into your belly button, pointing toward your spine. If they sink into a soft valley where muscle should pinch tight, that's the separation. Your linea alba, the connective tissue seam holding your abs together, thinning as pregnancy pushes those muscles sideways. Feel above the button, feel below. One side is usually wider, that asymmetry matters, so you've checked, Maybe the gap is shallow, maybe it's deep enough for 3 fingers. Either way, you can't unfeel it. The question shifts, not do I have this, but is it too late to fix? Because here's what nobody tells you. Pregnancy doesn't just cause this. Pregnancy is the window where you can still do something about it. You've probably heard it heals on its own after delivery. Not entirely wrong. For some women, tissue does close back up. But the women who heal naturally are the ones whose gap stayed small during pregnancy. Studies tracking postpartum recovery show women who entered delivery with a gap wider than 2 fingers were far more likely to still have it at 6 months and at a year than women who kept that gap narrow. So no, it's not too late. But the window is open now. After delivery, you're not healing. You're rehabilitating from a worse starting point. Here's the one thing to do. Stop crunches. Anything that bulges your belly outward widens the gap. Instead, connection breathing. Breathe in deep, feel your ribs expand, then exhale slow while drawing your belly button toward your spine, like zipping a tight jacket from the bottom. That fires your transverse abdominis, the deep corset muscle wrapping your sides, the one muscle that pulls those drifting abs back towards center. You felt the gap. You know what it is. The window is open, today, before delivery. That tenderness wasn't just stretching. It was your body asking for help while there's still time. Your core won't betray you if you answer now. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, be sure to hit that subscribe button and I'll catch you in the next one.